Heading into the weekend, NBC's weather unit says winds are fueling fire concerns from South Dakota to Texas. That's 6 million people under alert, where wildfires have already burned more than 1 million acres. 2 people have died, and the governor said today as many as 500 buildings have already been destroyed. Does it look like that number is complete, or are they still counting?
Gadi, it's hard to tell because the area is so large. When you look at the size of the Smokehouse Creek fire, I mean, it goes all the way from the Oklahoma border, and then it goes far, far west into the Texas Panhandle. So we've seen some of the structures, right, like the one behind me and some others in this neighborhood, structures that were completely destroyed. I spoke to a rancher earlier today who said he was on his ranch in his home. He saw the fire come, and he thought it would take longer for the fire to get to his ranch, and then minutes later, the fire was there, and he had to leave. When he returned, everything was destroyed. So that has been the story from a lot of the people that lost their homes. They tell me it's incredible how the fire came through and destroyed everything. All sorts of homes that were made out of metal, brick, wood. So a lot of destruction.
Okay, next week is another windy week.
Right. So what we heard from state fire authorities, Gadi, is that the fire preparedness level went from a 2 to a 3. That was yesterday. That means that they were going to allocate much more resources to this part of Texas. They also announced that by saying that the conditions they expected for the next few weeks would favor wildfires. And when you look at the temperature changes here, we're here 2 days ago, and it was hot and windy. And then the next day, yesterday, it was snowing and raining. We had sleet. Last night, it was cold. Today, it was hot during the day. It was a little more windy. Now the temperature has dropped. So the temperature changes a lot, and so do the winds. And it's these changes in winds and temperature that create more danger. But overall, the main concern is the vegetation, Gadi. This is a part of Texas with a lot of open fields, a lot of grass, a lot of vegetation that serves as fuel for these fires. So everything that has not burned has a lot of vegetation that is fuel waiting. So if the temperature rises again, which is expected, and the winds come in over the weekend, that could ignite some of that vegetation again, and then the fire could kick up.
Nothing moves faster than a grass fire.